for a much longer deal. Also, I wanted to ask, how do you feel NXT being on the CW network? I know this past week when we had the president speak, and people in the East Coast had to wait the following day to watch NXT because of the CW covering that speech. I know here in California, we lost about 30 minutes of NXT because of the speech. I mean, it was a long speech. But because of that, we lost 30 minutes of NXT. So I had to go back. I had to wait till the next day before I could rewatch those 30 minutes of NXT. So I'm asking y'all, how do you feel about NXT being on CW? I mean, it's been on CW for a couple of months, but how do you feel with it being on CW? Personally, I'm a little iffy about it now, especially how it's been lately and how certain things get interrupted and trump over NXT. I did enjoy NXT being on USA Network a lot more because these kind of interruptions were not an issue on USA Network. But I'm really hoping that when this contract ends, that Netflix ends up taking over NXT, and that's where it ends up. I would say the same. I wouldn't say that I could say the same for SmackDown. I think eventually what's going to happen is these television deals with NXT and SmackDown, when they end, I think the future is to have everything WWE on streaming sites. So I feel like eventually, and this is just me speculating, that everything WWE internationally and here in America will either be on Netflix, or at some point TKO will create their own streaming site where you purchase a subscription and then you get everything that TKO owns that you can watch live. So that's WWE, that's UFC,